Hey, Mega, how you doing over there, huh? Seems like you're not having a good time. I mean, I'm having a pretty weird time myself because, you know, Trump suddenly agrees with me, which is awkward. I've been calling you, you know, dumb motherfuckers, stupid, gullible weaklings for years, and now he's calling you stupid, gullible weaklings. Granted, we were all calling you stupid, gullible weaklings because you'd believe anything daddy told you, no matter how stupid or ridiculous. And he's calling you stupid, gullible weaklings because this is the first time you're not being gullible enough to follow him back to the cooler for a refill of Flavor Aid. Who knows, this entire time we all thought y'all had two brain cells fighting for third place, and that third brain cell laying in the corner was already dead, but maybe, just maybe, it was sleeping. Starting to look like some of y'all might be like, you know, fool me once and 30 some odd thousand more times, shame on you. But tell me the Epstein files are on Pam Bondi's desk and then turn around and tell me there's no such thing as the Epstein files and Epstein never existed. Shame on, well, not me, because we still can't take responsibility for anything, but somebody. It's been quite the roller coaster for you, hasn't it? He told you to vote for him and he'd release the Epstein files. Then he's like, well, maybe I'll release the Epstein files. He's like, oh, the Epstein files are on Pam Bondi's desk. He's like, never mind, there's no such thing as the Epstein files. They don't exist at all. He's like, oh no, but the Epstein files do exist, but it's a hoax that was written by Biden and Obama and Clinton. And Biden and Obama and Clinton are inside the Epstein files. That's a hoax that they wrote. Then congressional Democrats were like, hey, I know, let's use the power of Congress to force him to release the Epstein files. And congressional Republicans were like, no. Gotta love the GOP, the grand old guardians of pedophiles. And then he's just like, you know what? Just stop talking. Why are we still talking about Epstein? Who even was Epstein? Did this guy even exist? If you talk about Epstein, you're stupid and a weakling and gullible. Any of my past supporters who are worried about the Epstein list, I don't want their support anyway because they suck. Oh, daddy doesn't love you anymore. Well, except for Ivanka. He always loves Ivanka, but you know, not in a real fatherly kind of way. Like, I'm so sick of talking about the Epstein files. Like, why can't we talk about things like the economy that's just the best, most greatest, awesome economy in the history of ever? But that's not really true either because his approval rating on inflation is worse than Biden's at this point. It turns out he sucks at the economy too, you know, like we told you he would. Electing a child rapist means we all end up getting fucked in new and uncomfortable ways. Who knew? Oh, we did, actually, and we tried telling you. You see, we all knew that he was never going to release them because he's, you know, a pedophile. Surprise! See, we all kind of got the hint when he was, you know, best friends with Epstein for 15 years and was named as an assailant of children in court documents in Epstein cases. And the fact that he's on, you know, the Epstein flight log, been to Epstein Island a bunch, bragged about walking into dressing rooms of teenage girls. Like, all we're saying is that, you know, there were clues. But we're glad you're finally catching up with us. You know, a little late, but that's okay. Welcome, come in, have a seat in the back. Anyway, I'm curious now. I want to know, you know, how this goes for you guys from here. Because, you know, y'all have never questioned your loyalty to Jack Lantern Jim Jones like this before, and I have one feeling where y'all are just trying to figure out how to rearrange that cognitive dissonance for you to continue living in your delusions, but y'all love the pedophile thing. You are obsessed with it, mostly because most of you are one, but it has been your guys' thing like the whole time. Like you are so obsessed with the pedophile stuff that you're just making up pretend pedophile rings in like the basements of slab-on-grade pizza places and shit. Then you got your murder fantasies about pedophile hunting and all that kind of stuff, which is you don't find in Danny, and that's all great. Now you got a real pedophile ring, not a pretend one you gotta make up in weird online forums, a real one with real elites in it, and your guy is one of the guys at the top, and the guy at the very top is dead, probably because your guy killed him to try to keep it from finding out that he was one of the top guys, which kind of makes him the top guy in the pedophile ring. So like, are you guys getting ready to go hunting now, or what's the game plan? Hell, I even hear Iran is offering like $40 million to bring one of the world's top pedophiles to justice. Man, with that kind of bank, you could go buy you a brand new F-150 to impress all the cousins and pull your brand new double wide home and still have money left over for meth. That is some life-changing ka-ching right there. Jokes aside though, I'm not advocating for anybody, you know, like shoot the president or anything. That'd be bad, right? But if you do, I've heard that saying you were doing it to impress Jodie Foster is a pretty solid defense, legally speaking. Anyway, that's all though. I'm just genuinely curious. What's the next step? Are you guys just waiting for him to sell you a believable enough lie for you where you can justify your support of a pedophile still? Or is this it for you guys? Are you finally ready after 10 or 11 long, hard years to leave the cult? Because all of us really hope you are, and I know I'm giving you a hard time right now, but I promise we'll be nice-ish. We're a little tired, but we'll do our best. We'll do our best to be, you know, forgiving and keep the I told you so's to a minimum, maybe. Anyway, whatever the answer may be, we all are anxiously looking forward to finding out.